Good morning, Farms and Wildcats. Welcome to another wonderful week here at Farms and Middle School. I bring you the morning messages for August 23rd, 2023. I'm Principal Smith, and I welcome you to another wonderful week here. We always begin with our Farms' motto: I am unique, I am pursuing excellence, I am developing, I am a lifelong learner. Together, we are Farmsley. All of these together make us just as unique and special in who we are and why Farmsley thrives so well having you here with us. I'd like to give some shout outs. First and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to the bus drivers. Thank you so much for your hard work and dedication in this trying time as things change and are modified to fit the needs of our students and families moving forward. And thank you so much for all that you've done. Students and families, speaking of, thank you so much for your patience and persistence in working with our school system and getting things right, especially with transportation. Thank you so much for that. And staff and administration, your dedication and determination, even in changing things at the last minute. Thank you so much for welcoming our students and supporting our families into Farnsley Middle School. Thank you so much for that. I want to review a couple of uniform needs. Remember, we wear polo shirts in the solid color. Solid means one color of black, white, gold, gray, or any color blue. Blue, baby blue, navy blue, royal blue. We wear those colors and distinctions. Okay. If you do have a logo on your lapel right here, it needs to be no larger than your thumbprint. We also wear crew neck sweatshirts such as these. These are crew neck sweatshirts that have no collar whatsoever in those solid colors again. We do allow quarter zips, meaning that they zip only partially down the front of your shirt, not completely. If it zips completely, then it's considered a jacket or a coat, and therefore it's not permitted. Pants, skirts, shorts, or skirts in the color of khaki, navy, or black can be worn. Skirts and shorts must be no shorter than 2 inches above your knee or longer than that. That is the rule. Every Friday, we allow students to wear jeans on Fridays for the cost of $1, and that $1 goes to any sports or organization who's hosting it at that particular Friday and collecting money in the lobby. Once you walk in, you pay your $1, and you're allowed to go. You get your stamp, and then you go about your day. Now, I know the fashion, and I know holes in jeans are very, very, very common. So I just ask that if you have holes in your jeans above the knee, that your skin is not showing. If there's holes in your jeans above the knee, your skin is not showing. So what do? Wear leggings or shorts underneath your jeans so that the skin above your knee is not showing. Be mindful of that. We will ask that you get a change of clothes, call home for a change of clothes if that is not in compliance. Those who are in need of support for uniforms or what have you, you can see the Youth Service Center, Miss Roberts in the Youth Service Center, and she can help support in making you a program with a clothing assistant program to get the appropriate uniforms as you need to, okay? We also help support in calling home for any additions or changes. Shoes need to cover your toes and heels at all times. Crocs, flip-flops, sandals are not permitted, but tennis shoes are the best option. They cover your toes and heels and be about your day. Cell phone policy is good to mention. The cell phone policy and electronic policy. Your cell phone, headphones, AirPods need to be turned off and in your locker. Now that we've been issued lockers, you need to visit there, drop off any and everything that you need to. If they are heard, seen, or out, they will be confiscated and logged into the office. You can pick them up at the end of every day, but it goes with the punishment, and we work through progressive discipline for you not following the cell phone policy. So keep it off and in your locker is what we ask that you do. Locker visits. We visit lockers before and after school, not in between classes. Make sure you leave your electronic devices, coats, jackets, and backpacks in your locker. The backpacks that you're allowed to carry from class to class are those drawstring backpacks that we issue you, the Farnsley drawstring backpacks, which we issue you. Those are the ones that you're allowed to carry from class to class with all the things that you need. When you arrive to school in the morning, you need to go to one of two places: the cafeteria, the gym. It's really easy. When you walk in the door, you're like, I'm hungry. Go to the cafeteria, eat. If you're not hungry, go to the gym. It's that simple. Go if you walk in and you're hungry, go to the cafeteria. You're not hungry, go to the gym. You will not be given the option if you go to the gym to then go to the cafeteria. You must decide when you walk in, I am going to the cafeteria. And there it is where you'll be dismissed from. If you are not hungry, go to the gym. That is where you'll be dismissed from in order to go to your locker and so forth, okay? It's not that hard. Later, we will allow students to choose to go to the library if they want somewhere quiet to sit. But very limited number of people can go to the library, and that being that. But you stay in that location until dismissal, okay? Raising your hand. Once you get to those locations, you find the designated spot, like according to your team, according to your grade level, what have you, and you sit and remain in your seat until it is time for dismissal. If you need something, raise your hand and someone will come and assist you. Same thing happens in the cafeteria during breakfast or lunch. You find your designated location, you sit and remain in your seat until dismissal. You need something, raise your hand, someone will come over to you. No getting up, popping up, going around, checking on, doing different things. Remain in your seat. It just helps for an orderly and safe environment for our entire population. Thank you so much for that. Hallway expectations. Right hand side, single file, zero voice level. Why do we do that? Because it helps in orderly getting place to place in a very swift manner, reduces distractions from others in the hallways from talking and so forth, so that the people in the classrooms can continue learning. It really does make for an easier day. Right hand side, single file, zero voice level, okay? Thank you so much for that. On Tuesday, we will have iPad rollout where we'll issue every student that has completed their digital promise their iPads, okay? There are 3 steps. One, each student needs to fill out this QR code and watch this video and follow those steps. The parents need to do the same thing for this second one. And then we'll have a student digital citizenship. That is what we are currently going through in your classes. You have digital citizenship going on in your classes for that rollout, right? If you have not done these three things by next Tuesday, you will not get get issued your device until it is all done. Let's say that Tuesday morning you're like, well, I'm just going to do it right here, right now. You're on a delay until we get through everyone else and then we process your paperwork afterwards, okay? So take care of this now. Make sure your parents have done their part now so that we can issue yours right on time like everyone else's, okay? This is a week at a glance. Remember, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, we go to Genius Hour first thing in the morning. On Wednesdays is when we have advisory, which is where you are now. We have advisory. The rest of the day after Genius Hour advisory is the same. You do that in the same order, okay? This Saturday, football versus Cameron. Good luck to you. It's 10:30 in the morning. Our rollout is next Tuesday. It is also our open house that evening from 6 to 7:30. We can't wait to have your families here to see what we have going on and how they can best support you and your learning, okay? That is the 2 weeks at a glance. As the district works out the kinks in transportation, we appreciate the patience as how we dismiss. We know we have been dismissing a little differently each and every time. It just depends on how the buses are rolling in and what we have presented in front of us. Be mindful of your bus stop and how you travel home daily. Follow that plan and be attentive, okay? Last but not least, back to school physicals. If you ever plan on doing a sport this year, get a sports physical now. If you plan on doing sport later on, that's okay. Get it knocked out now. Let me tell you how things roll around. You'll look at announcements and you'll see them on your iPad once you get them next Tuesday, and it'll say, "Oh, you've got there's tryouts in 2 weeks." And you're like, "Oh, wow, tryouts are in 2 weeks." You turn around and you go to your parent and you're like, "Hey, Mom, I need to get a physical. I have tryouts for this in 2 weeks." Your parent goes and calls your doctor, and the doctor can't get you in for 3 weeks. Guess what? You can't even try out. It doesn't matter that you have an appointment in 3 weeks. If you don't have that sports physical, you won't be trying out, and therefore you didn't make the team. So don't fall into that stressor. Go ahead and get that taken care of now so that that's not an issue, okay? So that's all I have announcements for you today. Remember, the difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. Let's make it a great one.